Hello everyone, I'm going to be testing out another League of Goryo's Vengeance today. If you hear me, I'm running through a cold, so sorry if I kind of sound bad here, but we're going to be playing it out, so let's go ahead and get into the League. But just to cover it, I haven't made any changes to the deck yet, still keeping the Emperor Bones at least for now. Yeah, I do have my sideboard guide for myself built out specifically so I can be able to track it effectively. So as a whole, this is going to be this. Also, in the future, I'm going to start recording some other leagues and other formats. I want to play Pauper. I really miss Pauper, so I just want to play some more Pauper in the meantime. Still got to practice for the upcoming RC, so here's my list and my deck construction. Just pretty much all the same cards. The one of Preordain, one of Pest Control, and then the March and the Prismatic, just to kind of help Matt have a nice even base. So running the Spell Snare, love a Spell Snare. So this is kind of as a whole what my deck's going to be. So we're going to be playing it out. We're going to be playing it out here. Alright, we are in round 1 here. We are running with black and white. I'm going to be on the draw, so no surveils here, so I can't do any fetching. If I had any surveil or fetch land capability, I would be keeping this hand, but I think with how it is, I have to roll again. Okay. I'm going to keep this, and I think I put a land back. It's a considerably worse hand, but I think with the ability to do both of this, I'm kind of interested in it. That makes it somewhat better. We'll play Flooded Stream. Alright, what are we looking at here? Do you want to do anything on the ends of consider? What deck's playing consider? This is maybe Dredge? Ragavan. Okay, interesting. Alright, so if we're going to do this, we'll do Undercity Sewers first. Don't think I want this land right now. Well, get a land anyways. Alright, so I think in this position, get a Hallowed Fountain, blue-black frog. Alright, so we're at least maybe some Izzet Tempo style of deck. Okay. Ledger Shredder, interesting. So it's like a Izzet Tempo style of deck with a Ledger Shredder. Okay. The top part of my library. Interesting. Alright, we'll draw. Another Atraxa. Okay. Alright, play Emperor Bones. Okay, combat. Take that one. And then we'll kind of just chill. Okay, so they're probably going to be trying to dig for interaction here. Or maybe not. Maybe they don't have anything. Excuse me. Alright, Thundering Falls. Are we trying to get Delirium of some sort? Consider 1, 2, 3, 4. What are we doing? Murktide region. Interesting. I think we can still fetch here. I think it's fine. Shadowy. So they're probably holding a bolt of some sort. No, don't think we need that here. It's okay, I will hit it anyways. 3, 4, 3, 5, 5. Alright. 4, 5. What are we doing here? What are we trying to play around? Okay, so they cleared their... Okay. So 7. Okay. I think I'm okay with this. Let me think. It's going to attacker damage for a Psychic Frog. Sure. I think that's fine. Maybe I could have kept one back. Maybe. It could have been relevant. Okay. I feel pretty confident, so let's see what happens when we adapt. No response. Okay. If I'm right. Let's see. We'll take Quantum Riddler. No. We'll take Solitude. Well, hold on a minute. No, we'll take Solitude. Take Thoughtseize. And we'll take Plane. Could have taken the Riddler just to have a Force Negation up. Okay. Ledger Shredder, sure. Alright, so either Halloween or... And it's going to be Godless. What's going to be our option here? Spell Pierce? Sure. That's fine. I could have played around that. Should have thought about that. I was just thinking about removal. Okay. Combat. Ragavan. I'll take the Ragavan. Doesn't really matter. Step 2, it's whenever it... Okay. So I definitely could have played around the spell pierce if I actually thought about it. That was my own fault there. Another Murktide? Sure. We probably are expecting the Solitude at this point. Counterspell. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, if I had any amount of actual shit, then yeah, that's my own damn fault here. Let's see if Preordain can get us out of this. Black, white, Goryos, attracts it. No response. No response. Great. Solitude, Teferi, Thoughtseize, Blooded Strand. Okay. And then I think I'm okay with it just going from there. Combat. Solitude, no response. And then attack with all. Alright, so let's not fuck it up this time. Psychic Frog, Ephemerate. Okay, next turn. So they are really far behind here. Even with my mistake, I had a really good draw. So Preordain being a real nice top deck. Alright, so bring all these in. Bring in those. And I think, let me think. Pest Control can probably go. Do I want the Purge for the Rags? I don't think so. Solitudes are important, but don't know if I need all of them. Do I want to take out the Emperor? How much does it die here? Maybe. Prismatic or March? I think I keep both in. Gotta bring in the Teferi. Maybe take out one Faithful. Maybe I go like that. Or bring in some Disputes. This way I don't have to trim off too much. Alright. Game 2. We have no land, so we have to mulligan. No lands again. This will be down to 5. I know what my principal usually keep, but what does this do? I put these two back, or maybe I put Ephemerate plus Teferi back. If I were to keep this, maybe the Preordain. Okay, I think I'm gonna violate instruction kind of received from coach, but I think I have to do this. I think with the Preordain and an extra draw, I think I can take a small risk here. Right then, okay, that's gonna be annoying, but it is what it is. Alright, so we drew the land anyways. Alright, so we're gonna go for Godless Shrine here. And we're gonna go ahead and Thoughtseize. So the plan right now, so we take either the Unholy Heat or the Mystical, and I think we take the Mystical because it just hits more of our stuff. Okay. Took the Mystical, and one extra card, exiled our Quantum Ruler, which is annoying. Play the Ledger Shredder, okay. Mishra's Bauble, so that was the extra card they drew. So we have almost perfect information again until the upkeep. One, two, three. Are they trying to get Delirium on as fast as they can? Oh, they pitch the Unholy Heat. Unless they still have it in hand. Okay. So they do have Delirium, so if they drew another Unholy Heat, it's rough for us here. Okay. Let's see here. Do I want an extra white? I think so. Blue, black. Play a frog. Alright. What do you got, Paco? Expressive Iteration. So they probably likely pitched the Unholy Heat. We can't cast Sink into Stupor here. Mishra's Bauble. Okay, so they exile the Mishra's Bauble. And they put a card in hand. Pitch to Ragavan. Okay. We are churning through our deck a bit here. Dragon's Rage Channeler. Okay. Are we attacking or are we doing nothing? Okay. I will take 3, sure. Scam style effect would be great here. Unless they have it, they're trying to just hold the situation. Alright. Let's go ahead and warp. Hope they don't have a dispute. Draw 2. Am I trying to scam out for the Riddler, but they're likely to block anyways? Let's see, 4, 7. I think we have to try and go hard to make blocking as needed as possible. It's going to be 6. So they might be able to kill me. Spell Pierce. Okay. Okay. So they're trying to drain me out of cards to cast. If I don't attack, let's see, it's going to be 6 that way, 8. I think I have to try and go this route. See if they want to block. Okay. I'm probably dead, but I have to see if I could push ahead. Still have the Sinking Stuber in hand. Okay. Sure. This is one of the situations where it's just the mole is just kind of rough for me. Blood Moon. That is a choice. Sure. Well, let's see what we would have drawn. We're probably dead, but oh well. Alright, cool. We're dead. Alright. Blood Moon is something to keep in mind of. Purge being more valuable in the situation. Give me 1 second. I just gotta blow my nose. Very. Oh, did I just not bring them in at all? I guess I didn't. Purge being relevant. Feel force. Maybe take out both forces. And then take out a Faithful and an Emperor potentially. And then pest control probs. Okay, so we just didn't bring our sideboard in game 2. Sick. This is a hand. I don't know what it does, if anything. I think we should mulligan more for an active game plan. This is a 1-lane hand with no preordained, so we're going to go to 5. This is a hand. Maybe we pitch all the black cards? What are we wanting to keep? Maybe I pitch that one. No. Pitch the eye, pitch that one, and pitch that. I think this is a better hand construction in the moment. Okay. Alright, well, mull the 5 again. Ragavan? Ragavan. It's always Ragavan. It's okay. It's always Ragavan. Whoop. It's nice when the draws go a little bit our way. And preordain. Okay. Put that on top. Put that on top. And draw. Okay. So we drew the. We're going to draw a frog. 3 to 6 right now. You probably hold up a counterspell here. So maybe we don't play the frog right away. Alright, Thoughtseize. Surgical. These two are the worst cards, and I think I just take the Dispute right now. Keep an eye on this. You were probably holding up a Dispute trying to represent Counterspell. Okay. They're probably trying to hold up the Dispute, represent Counterspell, and then be able to surveil if they wanted to. Do not pitch the hand card on top. Okay, it's time to play a frog. You got the Dispute. Counterspell this time, which is annoying. Okay, so their hand is, they drew the interaction anyways, which is annoying, but you know, if I run so many things, I've only seen one surveil in this type of stack. They're wanting to be tempo, but I feel like they've got more controlling position. So it's an interesting spot they're in. Okay, so they play expressive. You draw, what did they exile? Dragon's Rage Chandler. Okay. Play Island. Okay. Okay. Surveil. We're going to take some hits for a bit here. Don't want big Goryos in my hand at this point, especially the Surge Bowl. I mean, I want a Goryos. I don't know if I want both Goryos. Shredder. Okay, I'll probably do the Shredder out of that. Okay. No Delirium yet. So we got one extra card in hand. Up to 4. Okay, take 1. Well, this is what I'm doing. Four cards in hand. I think just avoid the counterspell here. This has an easier time getting online, so we're going to take... We basically got nothing in hand to their 5. So they bolt, and then they just start rolling. Expressive Iteration. So they finally pitch that card. A Riddler would be great here. Steam Vents. Play another land. Okay. They're just holding up the Surgical for as long as they can in that situation. Ragavan, sure. So they're just gonna go around both. They have one island right now in case they play a Blood Moon. Only I can block. Solitude. Alright, well they can't cast that. It's okay, they did that anyways. Okay, cool. So we are more than likely dead. Going to be 2 turns at best. The Riddler would be have been great to draw off the top here. The problem is they just had cards for days. 5. Okay. Problem is our hand was just kind of awkward the whole game while they just had like card draw in our interaction for days. So maybe take the card draw, but I felt like I needed to try and stick my board in response to theirs. Traxa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so they can't cast that. Alright, that's gone. What we got? I think I have to play it out fully here. And watch them dispute or counterspell. Cool, we are dead. Alright. So in this situation, we got a good game 1, but our mulligans mixed with kind of just our awkwardness in the card draw just kind of put us behind in game 2. And not sideboarding in game 2, I think also hurt us in that capacity. So I thought I brought in the cards, but oh well. This is the end of match 1. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, we are in match 2. I feel incentivized to keep this. I think I'll keep this. Because play Psychic Frog. Okay. Maybe Ruby Storm or Boros Belcher? Okay. If this is Ruby Storm or Boros Belcher, I don't think I need more than one threat here. But the problem is, to either of those hands, they might be just too fucking slow. Hedge base. What are we doing? Is this a Teamer Living End? Subtlety comes out, maybe? Okay. So there is subtlety coming out. Okay. Are they trying to go for the living end? I'm going to keep it on top just so I can be able to... Huh. Unworldly Origin. I know there was, I know Andre Maguchi was trying out, what is it? A living end without violent outburst that was from the PT, but I have no idea what we're doing right now. This feels like this feels like one. We are going fast and aggressive. Okay. Blue black. Frog. Okay. Are we doing it now? Violent outburst. Okay. So there is a endurance striped, violent, Weicker. Okay. That is fine. Do it again. Mm. Mm. Let me try this. Okay. Keep choosing the tracks that I keep. Alright. March flats. What are we looking at here? Any of these can be prismatic? Maybe one. Can we keep another frog just for ability to do shenanigans? Although power and toughness, maybe we keep the Riddler instead. Solitude, Fairy, Goryos, Flooded Strand, Pest Control. Okay. Alright, so none of them have haste here. Alright, how many have flying? Flying, reach. Pest Control. Let's see, what's the worst for me? Maybe 3, 6, 5. That has hexproof, so I can't even target that one. And then go ahead and Solitude here. Okay. Each take that one. Okay. Try that. See if we can take some more. Right. Brand, Nazis, included Delta. Okay, so they gave up to that because we were able to just have a bunch of Atraxas available. So Living End. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna make our decisions here. So we're gonna take out the Atraxas because they're gonna try and do Inevitable Betrayal. Right, take out the Atraxas. We keep one in just in case. Take out the Goryos. And then take out the Brand. The idea is and keep one in case we're able to do Emperor shenanigans, but for the most part, we're going to be doing this. Let's 5, 8, and then take out. No. I looked at the wrong section. Do it again. 4, 4. No, we do have to take out the Atraxa. Never mind. I'm reading my wrong sideboard guide. And then we take out 1 Pest Control. And then we bring in 4 Consigns. And then, let's see. H. So it's got to be the H's. And we bring in 3 Disputes. And then, 1 Nile, 1 Surgical, I believe. And then 1 Teferi. So this is the plan right now. We're going to lead into the anti-combo side of their deck, and we're just going to side out the combo. Alright. We are on level 2 here. I think I keep this. Okay. Even better. Sorry, I'm dealing with a cold right now, so it's kind of all over the place. Okay. So we're surveilling. Pitch away the other surveil, so they'll probably have 1 in the deck left, I think. Alright. Here we go. I think, yeah. Maybe I should have surveilled, but I think I'm okay. We'll just keep playing this game. I think we're playing the game right now if neither one of us want to flinch. Okay. Alright, so we're keeping both right now? Alright. Do that. Sure. Inevitable betrayal. Okay. Took out the combo. And then I think I'll just keep it like this for now. Draw an extra card. Alright. Can we surveil for a meticulous here? Into grave. Okay. We definitely could have surveilled earlier, but it's fine. Alright. We will go ahead and warp. Have subtlety for me? Nope. Just play it out like this for now. So we'll just keep or get our thread in, and then we'll just hold up interaction for days. Okay. I should have thought about that, but I think it's fine. No, I won't. $14 to $18. Alright, we're just trying to close out the game. Okay, so from here, just go ahead and warp this. Want to cast the Solitude here? Dispute. I think I'm okay with casting a Dispute on their Dispute, just so I can have another threat in play. Okay, I will draw, and then go ahead and ephemerate this one. Alright, here we go. So I've still got, how many counters does it have on it? 3. So I'll go to 2 right now. Alright, so the conceit of the match, we went for the anti-combo side plan, and then if it didn't go in our favor, we had an option to kind of either stick to that idea or to be able to switch out to the combo position, and then they weren't sure which position we'd be going for, so we had some options to play out. But I think as a whole, with us just going more of a controlling game plan, get our threats out, just play, because they're at that point their inevitable trails are much slower than what we're playing against, and they just realized the kind of the writing on the wall, and I think they just didn't have any like subtleties. If they had subtleties, they must be in a much stronger game plan, but I think ultimately, you know, it is what it is. So we're on to the next match. Okay, we are on match 3. We have Faithful, Goryos, and Gristlebrand with 2 Riddlers. I think I keep. I think I'm in a good position to keep here. A force negation would be nice, so we could be able to do our opponent's end of step. But, you know, depends on what they're playing. Looted Delta. Okay. Won't complain about an attraction. It allows us to filter better with our hand. Alright, you go for Surveil here? Okay, that's a little eager. Archon, so Grixis Reanimator. So if they get a turn 2 persist, it's kind of brutal for us. I think we're okay. Alright, so we're just staring. We're like, oh shit, I'm going against Goryo's fuck. So if they want to go for Inquisition here, or persist, that might be like, well, they might just be considering it their best option here. Frog. Okay. Alright. Just waiting on them. Alright. Maybe they're trying to get the frog online and just wait for the coast to clear situation. Three cards in the end. They went down pretty hard. 1, 2, 3. What do they mold to? They mold to 5. So yeah, they're really low in cards here. What do we got for Grixis? Take out the Faithful. Okay. Alright, so in this situation, I want to go for a Watery Grave. I think if they go for Persist on their turn, what do we do? I think at the Goryos in this position, if I kept the Goryos, then they probably would have tried to go for the Archon immediately. But pitching the Goryos makes them one to kind of slow their roll, and then potentially that allows me to either have a Solitude or force a negation by having Faithful to be able to drop these two and then potentially draw into some more if they try to either persist or use a Kozilek sort of Thoughtseize or something. But they're mold down to 3, so they're in this position, they're like, maybe we don't do that. But if I kept the Goryos, maybe, in case I was worried about the double sweep, because they're running what? Wrong one, sorry. Let's see. I'm already on it, so let's check it. So, Grixis Reanimator. Okay, let's see what we're working with here. We got Kozileks and Thoughtseize, because they are not a interaction stack heavy spell deck, especially in game 1, so they're probably just relying on both of those in that situation. Okay, yep, that's fine. Play Marshlands. Okay. Okay. Draw an extra card. Sure. Thoughtseize. So here, definitely want to try and, let's see, Watery Grave. Blue, and then white. Let's see if we draw a force here. So, unfortunate, no extra draws here, but Take the Goryos. Do we have a third land? Got an unearth. Okay. This is the game plan they're going with right now. Another Goryos would not be amiss here. Interesting. I think I'm going to use cast. I need a blue. Need a blue. Orb. Okay, so Godless Shrine. And I think I do that so I can be able to have a high chance of just drawing a white card. And if they persist, then I can go for Emperor. Although maybe I should have gone for Emperor, but I think in this position, I think going for my combo over them going for theirs is better for me. Don't have an extra land right now, which seems a little unfortunate for them. Okay, so I think we do that. Okay. So I think I get a blue here, and then Emperor, so I can steal their Archon. Okay. Thought Scour, okay. Did not have anything to reanimate. Okay. Hit a frog. For 5. Unearth. Ooh, nice. Good for them. Declare attackers. Alright, I think I'm gonna adapt here. Alright, Fatal Push, sure. Okay. Alright, so we'll take a swamp here. We'll go Faithful. Okay. So pitch these. Okay. Let's see. 3, 5, 10, 12. I think we don't go for that here. We just hold. Just hold. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You want to flip one of them? One of them could be a frog, which would draw them some cards, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, I think I just take damage from Do I care here? Do I care? Having the Thoughtseize is definitely annoying. I think I do it. Still have another attraction. I can just rip into another one if I want to. Alright. We have Flintstrand and a Thoughtseize. I think that's what I got here. Hitting the Thoughtseize was definitely annoying, but higher proportion in their deck, it makes sense that they could hit it. Okay, so take that one. Black, white, take it to fairy. Draw a card. And then take the Psychic Frog. And then go for Hallowed Fountain. Damn. Pitch the Plains, which is a little unfortunate, but I think it's okay. Okay, so we just gotta hold out for another turn here. If we can be able to survive, we can come back with an Atraxa and then be able to play it from here. Thought Scatter? Okay. They get an Horin, which is good for them. Emperor. Okay. What do we take? You take one of ours or take one of yours? Okay. That's fine. It's annoying, but it's fine. I really love. What are these? Are these just regular creatures? I'm suspecting that they are. Man, hitting these bangers off the top is just annoying. Okay, unearth. Yeah. Okay. So there's think go for another Ephemerate. Don't need that many. Do I have anything to return? I do, so I still have something. And I could have just held. That was a mistake, but it's fine. I could have probably tried to end it. Cast with Flashback. Sure. Decisions. Micro decisions, man. I forgot I had a Crystal Branding grade that I did from forever ago. Okay. This will hit the Crystal Brand. Okay, so we made some slight mistakes. They had a string of bangers that just drew off the top, but we managed to pull it. So take out the Faithfuls, I think, and then 6 take out an Ephemerate, and then March Pest. Actually, we don't take out. Take out Pest. March Prismatic. In this game plan right now, and then Celestial Purge. And then Chi. Okay, so we're gonna put in 2 Disputes. Nile, Surgical, and Spell Snare. Spell Snare hits frogs and persist. And then Surgical hits their grave, Nile hits their grave, Celestial hits everything, but they're abhorrent Oculus. So I think we roll it like this. Cool. Oh, god dang it, I did it again. I did it again. Alright, so I definitely forgot to bring in my sideboard again. So here we go. Okay. Slightly awkward hand, but I think we keep it. Pitch 1 Goryos right now. Forgot to bring in my sideboard once more. I'm really good at doing that. Alright, so this is going to be a black card, so white-black maybe? Black, white. So maybe a Watery Grave here. Oh, they're going to dispute right now? Or Spell Pierce. Pot Scour. Okay. They hit nothing. Cool. Okay. So I think the game plan is hold up the faithful. Frog. Frog. Yeah, cool. So this is how we're planning it. Hold up the fate, force with frog if we need to. Alright. One, two, three. In combat. Okay, what are we doing here? Can't do it at instant speed, so they want to go for an attack. How many cards are they going to pitch? Foxies. Lovely. I think in this position, I think I'll protect my ship. See if they want another one. Okay, Archonic Cruelty, that's fine. Persist, sure. Blue, white. Okay, so from here, I'm going to find a Hallowed Fountain. Alright, you got a surgical for me? No surgical. Okay. Ephemerate, Teferi, Solitude, and Marsh Flats. Alright, so we hit the Archon. Response, combat, attack, combat damage. And then let's go ahead and ephemerate. Ephemerate. Solitude. Breeding pool. Why not? Okay. Keep the ephemerate just to reload again. Sure. Okay. We've used 2 of our solitudes at this point. So if they reanimate the abhorrent, they can still potentially pull it back. Okay, abhorrent oculus. Okay, ephemerate. Okay, manifest dread. I think in the situation we're in, we can go for value. Thoughtseize. Living Delta. Draxa. Alright, cool. So they conceded from where they were. They just saw the writing on the wall with just having insane value against their like slower graveyard strategy. So that allowed us to kind of just pull ahead real quick. There was a risk of not drawing anything with the Atraxas, but I feel like with the Ephemerate and just how much value we could draw, I felt like we were in a good position to win. So now we are 2-1, and we're going to go on to the next match. All right, we are in match 4. We have a Frog into a Thoughtseize Frog and potential Atraxa. I think I keep this. I think instead of hitting Surreal, I go for an aggressive stance. Alright, let's see. See what the deck is running. Gonna be on the draw, so I don't draw an extra card. Green blue. Okay. I think I do this. Okay. We're gonna counter it. Gonna surveil first. Can't brainstorm in this format, so. Okay, so they concede before I get to see their hand. So blue-green. If we're dealing with blue-green, it could be Neoform, it could be Ritual. I'm going to go off the back assuming it's Neoform. So J. March. Prismatic. Pest Control. And then, let's see, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 Ephemerates out. God damn it. Alright, let's not forget to bring in our sideboard this time. Alright, so it's going to be 5 to 5. 3 disputes. And then 1 Spell Snare and 1 Teferi. Alright, we're going to go on the back of assuming it's Neoform. What am I missing? 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I guess I accidentally took out my Teferi. And we're going to assume it's Neoform. So if we play it like it's Neoform, then we can go that, because Living End would not concede that quickly, I think. Slow hand. I think I keep it. green, red. Keep another land here, just in case. Yep, we are looking at Neoform. Okay. So this is what we're playing. 7 cards. Are you going to go for it now? Looks like they're going for it now. Okay. Yeah, the only rough situation for us here is just going, but can't concede yet. Okay. I think we, yeah, that's unfortunate. Made some mistakes here. Okay. I'm gonna go down to 6 here. All right. Is there any way we can recover this? Maybe. Okay. We try to play one more turn, and then if they just have it, they have it. Yeah, if I had actually played on the Surveil first and then done that, I could have done a lot more. Show me Pact of Negation. Yellow Summer. Okay. Cool. And we're good. Alright, next game. Alright, so I did Sideboard, right? Don't need the concerns. Okay. So we just keep this configuration. We try to keep a more interactive hand. If my Surveil had been a shock land, then I would have been able to at least potentially interact with him. So I would have had more opportunities. Unfortunately, it just didn't quite go our way. And then if I had played a little smarter, then I think I could have, if I had played the Surveil and then had the land up, I could have gone for that. Two lands, can't keep. I think in this situation I keep, and keep off the back of potentially hitting A's. I'm gonna keep everything else. Right, they mulligan to 5. So they're going to be pretty low in their keep. So Surveil, hope to hit Thoughtseize. Thoughtseize would be really great right here. Okay, pitch the land. Can't go off this early yet. Okay. So 5-card hand. Excuse me. Exactly what I'm looking for. Perfect. Okay. take the Dispute, because the Spell Snare can kind of drain the rest of their hand. Okay. So they have the Hedge Maze. Alright, Surveil. Meticulous. Put that in grave. Another land would not hurt here. Not in the slightest. You gonna Surge Ball here? Perfect. Exactly what I'm looking for. So in this position, I have 5 cards in hand. Black. Okay. So take a Force. Take a Teferi. Take a Thoughtseize. Take a Solitude. Alright, cool. So they conceded. We managed to kind of slow down their initial game plan while we set up our own combo position, and that allowed us to be able to just pull ahead. And that Surveil off of a Shadowy was really good for us. So as a whole, I Thoughtseize them game 1. They were like, well, shit, my whole entire game plan's dead, so they don't want to reveal their deck. Game 2, I felt like it was going to be Neoform because Living End wasn't going to be likely to surveil that early with how much card draw and surveil ability and everything it has. And then Ritual, it could be slowed down by that, but I don't think they would be afraid to kind of reveal their hand. So I felt like the only one with such a fragile game plan would be Neoform, and so that's why I decided to decide for Neoform. So we are off to match 5. Alright, we are on the 5th match in this league. I will keep, it looks like turn 1 Thoughtseize, eventually turn 2 Prismatic, into turn 3 Riddler. Watery Grave, and Thoughtseize. I'm going to take the Fire Rigging here. Alright, so we're going against Trudge. Cool. Fire Rigging. Okay. Okay. Here we go. So, what? You took Fire Rigging, play Trudge. Okay. And they still got Ulamog right now. Obviously, I gotta exile. But what do I exile here? I'm gonna exile the Faithful. I go to 26 life. Okay. Maybe I should have pitched something else. Warp. Perfect. Alright, so I take another white. Hallowed or Godless? I think Hallowed with all the blue cards. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. So, I'm assuming, what, 3 cards in hand I don't know about? Excuse me. I maybe should have Faithfuled to go for 3 mana there. But let's see how this one goes. One. Okay, here's the Trudge. Yeah, that's annoying. Emrakul. Okay, let's see what we do. Yeah, I should have Faithful to exile the Fire Rigging. Keep that in exile. Goryos. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't exile the Riddler. Yeah, I think if I had exiled the Fire Rigging, I would be in a better spot right now. Alright, so they're making some considerations here. Picking up the Fire Rigging at Emrakul is kind of annoying. Because you cast it still, too. Okay. 2 cards in hand. How much is this? 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't cast this yet. What are we doing? Cast with Warp. Sure. Another land. Play. Fail to find. Yeah, I fucked up by not exiling the Fire Rigging. And instead of holding the Ephemerate, I should have pitched it to Solitude. Fetch, fail to find. Cool. Preordain. Do that, take the solid. Do that. Solitude the Riddler. Or did you put both on bottom? Cool. Next game. What's my sideboard? Emperor out. And then take out Ephemerates. Rean. Signs. And Teferi. Okay. This is my last league before I decided to pick this one up late, so I'm just kind of exhausted. Alright, we are on the play. I'm tempted to keep this. I think I'll keep it. Not much in way of interaction, but it can go pretty aggressively pretty quick. Blue black. Trudge. Okay. Undercity. Sure, we'll keep that on top. I think I set up with a frog this turn, and then pest control next turn. Fanatic, sure. Black white. Pest control. Okay. So we can stop a potential combo if we need to. Cavern. Trudge. Sure. Thought nuts here? Kicked. Okay. 3, 6, 7, 3, 9, 10. Sure, that's fine. Okay. Exile the Hallowed. So we need to get Godless Shrine here. Or Shadowy. Sure. Godless Shrine, go from there. Discard. Draw 2. Alright, Thoughtseize. Combat. Declare attackers. Took out the Emperor. Did I not bring in my goddamn sideboard cards again? Cool. Cool. Did it again. Awesome. Well, let's see if I can win this game before anything matters. I've done that 3 matches at least this league, and I don't know why I'm doing it. Because I keep grabbing the right side. Maybe I should just switch that. Snake. 1, 2, 4. Okay. Okay. Lovely. Let's see here. Blue Delta, Island, Preordained, sure. Okay. See how it goes. 1, 2, 1, 4, 5. Concede. Please, come on. Concede. You know you wanna. Yes. Okay. Let's not make the same fucking mistakes this time. Markers out. And then ephemerates. Alright, let's put in our actual sideboard cards this time. Alright, so game 3, we're on for a 4-1 finish. Okay. No, I don't want to keep this 5 land. Oof. Better. That way. Trudge. Dryad Arbor. Being in this position, I just go for some searching. Okay. Key is if I can faithful pitch an Atraxa and hold a white card with Solitude, I think I'll be in a great spot. 2. Okay, so Fanatic. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. And sewing Microspawn is 4 mana. To kick it, they would need 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would really love the ability just to... Okay. Sure, that's fine. Four. 6. Okay. So go from here. Attack the Dryad Arbor? Sure. Okay. Probably pitch Goryo's probably pitching a Traxa if we go for the faithful. But we kind of have to go for the faithful because that's how we get to our win condition. Might be tempted to surveil Flooded Strand first. One, two. Sure. That's fine. Okay. 3, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Shadowy. And the holding of a Cosmolix. That's the big question. Then on top. Faithful. One, two, three. Let me think. Do I go for it here? I think the answer is probably yes. Okay. Don't have a Cosmolix command. Got the Cosmolix command. But I thought in that situation, just getting more interaction. Yep, you got it, bud. Punished. And I thought it was a good spot to go for it. A Riddler would be nice here. 1, 2, 5. So 2 turn clock if they just start swinging at me. That is unfortunate, but I just thought in that position, I knew they could be representing Kozlov's command, but I felt like I needed to try and put myself in position to have the ability just to start combating out and go from there. But it kind of, if you see the obvious play, sometimes you just play around it. I'm not out of it yet, although 1 card in hand is kind of brutal. Another Goryos would not be remiss here. Not Goryos. I don't even have anything to Goryos and Gray, so looks like a Riddler is a good option here. I was like 2 cards in hand. They were representing the mana, but I felt I had to play around it. Alright, we're making some moves. 6. Either selling Myco Spawn. Looks like it. Yield off. Got nothing to do. Probably dead because they got more cards in hand and actually have action. We'll see how it plays out. Alright, swing with the selling. Meticulous or Undercity? I think Meticulous. Man, actually had something to do. Work. Cool. Great. 6, 7, 8. Alright, well, they got us. Yeah, I should have played around it. I could have played around it, and I think that's the thing that killed me in the end. Oh well, we went positive at least. Playing around that, I think if I had done that, I would have been smarter, and then they would have had an awkward position of mana, so that's ultimately a thing, the key thing that killed me. So, oh well, that was Goryos. We did really good this round, even if we just forgot to sideboard like 3 matches in a fucking row. But as a whole, I feel good about this, so thank you for watching. Have a good night.